Oh, hey there. So, how should you be setting up the table for a loan signing? Very important you set the table in this manner, or else you're going to be in trouble. The first document you want to put on top is going to be the closing disclosure. Now, they have received the closing disclosure beforehand, before you arrive at the signing. They may have not, sometimes they don't. Usually, you're supposed to get it 3 days before the closing. That's the first document I put on the pile. That's the first document that I have there. What they're worried about is how much they need to pay. So by going over the closing disclosure has first, it has your loan amount, it has the principal and interest, it has what their interest rate is, it's gonna have the estimated escrow listed on the first page, and then it has your estimated monthly payment, and then all the way at the bottom it's going to have what the closing cost is, and lastly what the closing cost that they need to pay is, if they're getting money back or if they need to pay. It's going to be listed all in the closing disclosure, and just like that you've gotten rid of all their concerns, because that's what they care about. They care about the money. The second document that I put in the pile is the note. The note is just to reaffirm to them that their contract states clearly that their first payment is on this date, that their loan amount is such and such, their interest rate is such and such, and sometimes on the first or on the second, but it will also have listed that they have 15 days to make their payment. That might not be the case for you, but if that is and you see it, show them, hey, look, over here it says you have it till the 15th calendar day to make the payment. You'll see it right there listed on the document. And if you don't make your payment, it'll have a late charge. It shows in the document. Just read through it and show them, and then have them sign. The next document in the pile where I said help is the notice of right to cancel. So this is just another step that I take to lower their guard so they're not as worried about this process. The notice of right to cancel, if this is a refi, great. If this is a purchase, continue on to the next step. So if this is a refi, you're going to give them a notice of right to cancel, letting them know that they have 3 days to cancel this transaction. So if there's something that they don't like, they have 3 days, and that tends to lower their guard, and they're not reading as much of the document. And by following these 3 steps, you've shown them that you know what you're talking about and you understand the documents. And the notice of right to cancel is that last bang to really calm them down. And just like that, you can do a closing in about 45 minutes if you set up your documents in the manner that I'm about to show you right now. So whenever you're doing a closing, I recommend that you set your documents up in 3 piles. You will have the middle pile where all the documents unsigned stay. You will hand that to the person signing once they have signed it. If that document needs to be notarized, you will put it on the left, and you move on to the next document. You grab the next document from the middle pile and you hand it to the signer. If that document does not need to be notarized, you put it on the right, and so on and so forth.